Hiya, so I'm recording this video for my lovely friend Cheryl that asked me how my team started. So first of all, this is
Sarah.
and this is
Ivana.
who has been making cakes and decided to put her head in the cake mixing bowl and got cake mix on her head. So I joined July the 1st last year, and I joined on the Dom Failer system of consuming the items and redirecting my spend and teaching other people to swap their breakfast, lunch, snacks, drinks, and then wash things instead of paying that money into the supermarkets till paying it into my own till. So I joined. I decided to tell all my friends about this. I was like, wow, I've started this amazing business. I'm going to build it from nothing. I'm going to build it from scratch. I'm going to build this great business. I'm going to be so proud of it. It's something that I've done. And they all said no. And I lent some of them the book. I was like, read the book. It explains everything. And they had the book and didn't even bother reading it and sent it back. So everybody didn't take me seriously. So I was like, oh, that's okay. I'm not going to when there's a will, there's a way. I'm not going to let that stop me. So I carried on. And I told my best friend Jasmine about this. And she was really supportive, actually. Initially she said she didn't want to do it, but she was really, really supportive of me. And she helped me for weeks, actually, learn my napkin presentations. And eventually, Jasmine decided to do this with me. I'm not sure it's because she felt sorry for me or not. So there was me.
And that's me.
Hang on, Farah, let me do this. There was me.
You.
Yeah, in a bit. So Jasmine decided to join me. So there was Jasmine. And then, Farah, just a minute. And then I posted something on Facebook. So I've started this new business. I'm looking for other people that want to do something fun and involves earning a little bit of money to a lot of money that doesn't involve doing selling or door-to-doors or anything that's, not my cup of tea. So 2 people messaged me and they were like, I'm really interested. One was called Tony and one was called Claire. And I thought, before I tell them anything and scare them off with how excited I get about this, I'm just going to give them a book. So I said, I'm going to send you a book through the post. Just read the first 4 napkin presentations and I'll message you in a couple of days. And they said, okay. So in a couple of days, I messaged them. No, Farah, just wait. I messaged them and I was like, oh, it's great, isn't it? And they were like, yeah, it's really good. What company is it? Because that just explained how to do network marketing. I said, okay, it's Arbonne. And they said, oh, I've Googled Arbonne and you have to spend thousands of pounds to get started. And I was like, no. And I said, you only have to do that if you want to buy loads of items in the catalogue and go out and do parties and lend products to people. I said, I'm not doing it that way. I'm going to do it just by consuming myself. So they said, oh yeah, that sounds great. So then Tony joined. So Tony was my second person. I didn't really know her. I knew her from school, but I didn't really know her now. And then Claire joined. Just a minute. Yeah, go and put them away. Oh, okay. Yeah, go and put them away then. So then they joined. And then shortly after that, I think my husband started to sit working and my mother-in-law said she would join, but just for the products. So really, my mother-in-law started off as a preferred client, but she joined as a consultant to get the bigger discount. So I suggested that she went into Jasmine's team to help Jasmine start building. So my mother-in-law was sponsored by Jasmine, and then Ian joined, and he also went into Jasmine's team to help her get going. And then I started to focus on helping Claire and Tony build their teams. And then what happened is my team started to build, and I got a paycheck. I got my first paycheck for £12.50, which isn't life-changing. But my friends that had all said no to me months before saw that it was working. I said, oh, I got £12.50 and it's not a lot of money right now, but that is equivalent to investing thousands of pounds into the bank. This is residual income. And I explained what residual income was and I explained time leverage. I said, well, there's me, but I'm getting paid off the hours I put in. So if I put 2 hours in a week, I get paid off the 2 hours I put in, the 2 hours Claire puts in, the 2 hours Tony puts in, the 2 hours Jasmine puts in, the 2 hours Suzanne and Ian all put in. So all together, that's how many we got? 1, 2, 3, 6. 12 hours work. 12 hours work, time leverage, and residual income. So my friends decided they wanted to jump in. So the first person to jump in was Sean. So Sean was sponsored by Suzanne to get this team going. And then Sean sponsored Christine into the team. So there was Christine here. And then after that, it just kind of went a bit mental, really, because all the people that I've spoken to that said no saw that this was actually working. Duplication was happening. I was getting paid. And I had time leverage. And I think about this point, I sort of went into DM Qual as well, which was really exciting. I was going to get paid double. I was going to get paid 8% off my team. So then everybody else started joining. So then there was Tony Langham. So Tony Langham joined here. And then Claire had Jane join. And then Suzanne had Rebecca join. There was Zoe. There was Jenna. So more people started to join, and then Danielle joined me as a 4th direct. So it started to get really exciting. So that's kind of how my team joined. And then I very quickly went into district manager. And as soon as I qualified district manager, I went into area manager. And now I'm well on my way to being region. So that's kind of how that built.